Alright, we're recording.
Okay.
Alright, some chicken fried rice coming up.
You're first.
First, I gotta prep the grill. It's on, but it's greasy from last time.
Oh.
So just gotta get that started. It cleans up the old grease, some of it, at least the surface. Since we have such a large amount of chicken, we have to do the chicken first. Ironically, we have chicken and eggs. Alright. Alright.
I don't know what came first.
Pop this on, let it melt a bit. Put a little garlic up in there. If I can get it open. Secret to good hibachi is a ton of freaking butter.
You do that in a restaurant for sure.
Oh, can I get a fork? I'm just gonna put the chicken on. Start it out that way. Start it out, let the butter get on there. We're going to put some sauce on it too, but we don't want to do that too early. Because if we do that too early,
It's also these tongs here.
it sticks to it burns the sugar in it too quickly. So we're just going to put a little bit of your typical soy sauce to start off. We bought this soy sauce in bulk, that's why it looks like that. Got the garlic on there. Cooks up pretty fast, honestly. But turn this down a little bit. That was just super hot. That chicken's already getting really cooked. I don't know. Stretching it out here and pop this out. Chicken's gonna go in here. Make sure it's spread out on the griddle. That way everything's even. Make sure everything's cooking evenly. You really don't need much to flavor this. But I like to put a little garlic salt in there too. You know, you saw me put the garlic on a second ago. The ponzu, hot sauce. Smells good already.
That smells good.
Unfortunately, because you use too much butter, it does tend to burn pretty quickly.
Oh no.
So, no, it's not a bad thing, honestly.
Oh.
It's just, it is what it is.
That's exactly what I think.
See, we're already getting a little bit of burn on there with the sauce. This is how I learned to cook. It has nothing to do with restaurateurs and fancy shoes. Didn't go to a fancy school. I just had to be a cook for a living. So, just learn by taste. Alright, so good old teriyaki sauce. Get that on right before we take it off. Spread this all over the place. And it looks like a big saucy mess, doesn't it? You actually want that. Okay. Whole point is chicken doesn't always keep the flavor in. And because of that, kind of just gotta suck it on there. Ooh, I can feel the steam. Most of this is steam that's coming from the it's not burning anything. Just let that sit there a little bit. Get that flavored up with it. That's what you want to do. You want to get that flavor locked in. I know it looks like a mess, but it's going to be a delicious mess. We're cooking a lot of chicken. We didn't mean to, but we just happened to buy a lot. So. Smells good already.
It does smell really good.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I probably should have put on my microphone just in case, because I plan on doing this as a edited version, but no, I just for experimentation. I think I'll put this on video just the way it is. Hint, hint.
Or if it doesn't sound right, you could do a voiceover later.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure people aren't going to want to watch the whole process anyway. Most shows that show cooking, they never do that. So looking at it, seems like, I know it's thoroughly cooked, there's no doubt about that. Got flavor locked in, so I don't see any reason to continue to keep it on. I don't want it to get dried out either. So, let's go ahead and take it off. When the food's actually ready, we want to heat it up just a little bit in the microwave. I know it's fresh, so why would you want to do that? Or I could just put some in the. Oops. Uh-oh.
What?
Nothing. It's all ready. So, the meat is done. So now it's on the actual. You know that? I didn't plan it smell. Oh, okay. I think actually I did that. Let's put it over here. I don't know why this is here. Here's what's the
Just gave it to you just in case.
Okay, so we're gonna scrape this off, get this out of here. Okay. Use the scraper instead. Might be a little faster. See, I really like these electric griddles because you don't have to be outside on a nice day to cook on it. You know? You want a Waffle House when you see. But frankly, I think that's a good thing, not a bad thing. If you're not a fan of Waffle House, I don't know what to tell you like this. My brother was a Waffle House manager and cooked for a long time. So what, he knows how to cook, for sure. A lot of the things I do, that's just copying other people. So get some water on here. Kind of clean this off a little sure it's a little sticky. Okay. We do want to try and keep some of the flavor, but I'm going to put more teriyaki in the fried rice too. So. This is actually how you clean the griddle and season it without having to redo it. I know that there was this one place I worked at a hospital cafeteria where I was a grill cook. They made us completely take everything off the grill every day. And like I said, you want to season your grill a little bit. So it's good enough to continue to cook on. Some of the juices off of here. I'm going to empty your tray because it's halfway down, it's halfway full already. So the grill's still seasoned, somewhat, so we put some water on it. Alright, now it's time for more butter for vegetables. Alright.
Go check the mail.
Alright, boo. Alright. Do the same thing essentially. Just put the onions up here with a lot of butter. Vegetables. A lot of you Might go, why is he putting so much butter? I'm telling you, butter is what gives the flavor. And yeah, like that, people argue that, well, you put that much butter on it, you're burning it, and that doesn't taste good. Well, I can tell you that very few people have ever been dissatisfied with the way I cook. So. Again, we're going to put some salt and vinegar. Garlic salt again, a little ponzu. Once we do the rice, we're going to put the teriyaki out in there. That's where we're ways from that yet. We're getting there. This whole thing is a process. So, see how much chicken that made? It's a lot of chicken. So, we'll put it in the microwave because it probably won't dry out as fast if I do that. Probably put, some cheap plastic wrap. This is like the cheapest plastic wrap we've ever had. It's from a place called Rainbow. Funny, I'll be getting mine soon, but I'm waiting in the mail for them. Actually, we're supposed to have been there yesterday. Oh, this is just quick learning. So there's still plenty of juices in there too. So that's good. So we're going to be doing a large amount of rice too. So normally what I do is I do the rice sometimes I'll do it individually. It really depends on how many people are eating. But might have to do this in a trough style. Looks like. Mix up the egg real quick. Okay. Got that. You know what? I probably got right out the trough. Okay. Now where is it? Here it is. We'll call this the trough, affectionately. Hush box. I think it's pretty big. Mix it out real quick. It's clean, but boy, that.
Just junk mail.
So we got the trough. Hey, you named it the trough. I'm just going with it.
It's giving trough.
Yes, dear. Now I might end up having to do the rice in batches is what I'm trying to say. Okay. So what we want to do is get this a little cooked here. Try and keep it away from the vegetables somewhat. Take the rice. It's good. I take the rice and put it in the cooler for a while because you want to get it firm. It has to be firm to cook right. You loosen it up with a fork. Okay. Looks like the egg is looking pretty good. Because we want some of this to get on the rice and literally become part of it. So. Okay, now the rice here. Rice lady. Okay, you don't want to use all of it at once because like I said, it's hard to, this griddle is a good size, it's not huge. So, I had a big one. We're going to put a little bit of sauce on it. Now we can mix it with the egg. There we go. Now, some of it will become full pieces of egg, and some of it will be just part of the rice itself. A little bit of both. Now, if you want to do like kimchi with this, which is something I like to do sometimes, I basically do the kimchi at the very end. Because you don't want over-dried kimchi because a lot of the kimchi flavoring comes from the juices. And if you put this on a griddle and literally cook out the kimchi, it just takes away the flavor.
Oh, you mean like hawkers?
Yeah, like hawkers in Florida, exactly.
That was terrible.
I know that food was
I
horrible.
think that's what they did. Why they have it?
Yeah. So that's essentially what you want to do is put the kimchi on at the very last minute as you're cooking it. Like we're talking about not even a minute. And just fry the heck out of it. Because you still want it, you don't want to dry it out at all. Never dry out kimchi, it tastes like crap. Some people like to take the kimchi and make it super tiny pieces, chunks and stuff. Again, it's kimchi, you want the flavor. You didn't want the flavor, why are you putting it in a fried rice anyway, right? So we're adding more rice. You know, I find this the best way because since it's been cooled down, it's going to clump anyway. So you don't want to clump it. Okay. Yes, I am adding more butter. Butter is where the flavor comes from. It's not a low-calorie meal. I'm clearly a fat man, so just because it's fried rice doesn't mean it's healthy. What?
You're not known for your low-cal meals.
No, I'm not known for
They
my
taste
low-cal.
good is what
Yes,
you're known for.
exactly. Flavor, baby.
I'm the low cal one.
Yeah, you're the low-cal. That's why you're the skinny one. No, you're not. But you need the butter to fry. That's
Yeah.
how you fry rice.
And you need flavor.
You gotta have the butter.
And a hawker's rice.
Okay? So, again, you're going to continue to do this. You know, let it cook a little bit. You don't want to dry it out. You know what I mean? But trust me, once I can put the other sauces on there, they'll be good anyway. Alright? Got a little bit more ponzu again. Just a little bit. Okay. You want it to spend some time on the griddle. If it doesn't spend time on the griddle, it's not really frying. And again, it's called fried rice because it's fried. You leave it on the griddle 30 seconds. Now the hibachi guys at the restaurant, sure, they can do that, but that's because, again, they're working with a huge swath of area. This griddle is a decent size, but it's not huge at all. About the size of a typical half the size of a typical outdoor griddle. But again, I noticed that a lot of outdoor griddles are for sale on Facebook Marketplace and places like that. And I think it's because they never use them. I think they never use them because A, they're a pain to clean up, and B, you got to clean them up again before cooking with them every time. And again, when you have an indoor grill like this one, and it's seasoned, you don't want to do a complete cleanup. Because if you do that, it takes away the flavor. Just like if you have an old grandma or something, she get mad at you if you that cast iron frying pan. That's not something you want to do. See, now it's so clumpy that you don't want it to clump off. Then it's just harder to chop up later. Okay, so there's still more butter here. Okay. And these other things are continuing to cook as I do this. Sometimes you just want to get the big one. The problem with this is it looks great and everything's like, wow, that thing's huge, and that's the problem because if you turn it the wrong way, boy oh boy, half of your food's going to be on the floor. Again, I apologize. If it doesn't work this way, if y'all can't hear me, then I was intending not to even have any sound on it anyway. Just like music as you watch me cook. You know, I'm crap at editing right now, so I'm trying to learn, but I got a full-time job and I got other stuff to do. So by the way, this grill got it on Amazon, pretty cheap, by a industrial company who sells all kinds of stuff. I'm not linking it because, well, no one wants. I don't know who's watching this, and I don't have a affiliate link or anything like that. So, point is, both of these griddles are about the same. The reviews are okay, you know. Don't expect it to be perfect, and you'll be fine. Okay. We still got a ton of rice left. Look at that.
Yeah, you don't have to use it all.
Well, I know, but I got to cook it. So, let's chop it up, I
I'll
guess.
let someone know there's a chocolate bar rice.
Yeah, we just have to do a lot of it. I'm sure there's a lot of chefs out there going, oh my God, what's this guy doing? If you even watch the video. Again, I don't have a giant grill, so I've been doing this quite a bit, so. Okay. It's already starting to get a little bit of thing on it, and it's just got here. So you got to get rid of those clumps. The last thing you want in your fried rice is clumps of rice. Okay. Put a little ponzu on it. One last thing of butter. Okay. The reason I'm doing one more butter is we got to get enough on that rice I just put in there. Okay. Come on, butter. So the vegetables are looking good and cooked. We only did onions. We didn't do a bunch of fancy vegetables. We can. And carrots, lots of people like carrots. I don't have a problem with that. It's just, this is actually a very economical meal because you're talking about, what? One whole onion, 3 or 4 small zucchini, thank you, honey.
Zucchini squash.
And on sale chicken, you can do shrimp, you can do, if it's shrimp, you should always do it afterwards. If it's steak you want to do, you can do it actually at the same time if you do strip steak. There's no absolute way to do it, but the key is to use the griddle and use butter. I'm going to finish this off with some sweet teriyaki sauce. Very teriyaki. Looks like maybe Jewish company made it. I'm going to say that because of the script on it. You just got to wait a minute. You want to make it as flat as possible. Scrape this off. We'll wait about a minute. Now, at the end of the video, I'm I'm going to clean this and show you how I'm going to do that. And then that's the end of the video. What I'm going to do is I'm waiting for about a minute or two. I'll just peel it out, and then I'm going to flip all this over, make it wait another minute, and then scoop it out, put it in, and then we'll heat up the chicken a little bit, just like 30 seconds, put it on the side, and it'll be ready to go. We like to use big bowls and just mix it together, which is what we're going to do. Because it's first going to go in the trough. Once we're done eating from the trough, no, not true. Not true. What we'll do is we'll probably scoop it out, put it into these bowls, grab some chopsticks and spoons, and go to town, and then leave the rest for the non-payers of meals around here. What? What? How do you expect me to say that? I might as well use the rest of this.
You don't have to call them that.
What?
It's the other members of the household.
The other members, the non-paying members of the household? What? And I'm not talking about the dogs either. What?
No.
Alright, flip that over.
I just told the non-payer that there's food available.
Okay. See all that? That's all grilled out. That's why we did that. Because now that's going to have some real good flavor to it. And it's actually fried. Because it's fried rice. That if this was a larger griddle, I would do this in half the time, but it's not. So it is what it is. Do that another minute. I'm trying to find some a little choppiness. Now if I had steak, I put some of the steak, or if I had pork, like you can take a pork chop or any type of pork and cut it up and pop it in here too. It's good that way. You can do it any vegetable. You can just have nothing but vegetables. Hush, boys. Guys, they would be playing football right now while I'm making a video. That's our neighbors play football. The boys are always freaking out when they play football. Ugh. I know, man. See, this is good. Oops. See? Sometimes things go overboard, literally. You saw that fly over the thing. Okay. Alright, that's looking good. Now you can do this as much as boys! Those crazy kids and their dogs. Alright. So this is good to go in the trough now. Okay. So this is something you never want to do. You don't want to wait to clean the griddle. It doesn't take long if you do it while it's still hot. And again, we're not doing it like you would in a restaurant because this is a seasoned griddle. And basically what I do is I leave it, once I finish cleaning it, I put another layer of grease because it is steel after all, right? It is bare metal, so we don't want it to rust. So I just redo it, and that's the beauty of it. You got a seasoning as well. You have a little space. Here you go, honey. Let me heat up the.
Am I taking from the trough?
Yeah, you're gonna set up.
Say
You
trough.
put your bowl. Let me put this on 30 seconds real quick.
I just like saying trough.
I know you do.
The non-payers. I appreciate your level of petty.
That wasn't petty. Honey, I got a bulge right here. They're right here.
Where? Oh, I have to go to the camera. And I have no
Oh,
eyebrows.
goodness gracious. Here.
How would you do that to me?
Here.
On national television.
Whatever. Stop being silly. Alright. That's good. We know the chicken is completely safe now.
The dogs are going nuts.
I'm sure they are.
Are you going to
All right.
spoon your own?
No, I want you to. Yeah, I'll spoon my own. Just,
Okay.
I gotta finish this up.
Am I a non-payer? No, I'm just kidding. It's like saying.
Hush. I gotta clean this up and then we'll be good to go. So, I use water a lot to clean this up because one, these sides get icky and you don't want to sit that way. I don't see the point. I do have brushes that are made of steel, but I really don't like doing that. So, there is some cleaner, non-toxic cleaner. Again, I want to keep the flavor here. So, hush, boys, hey. Boy, chill out. When you do this, stay away from it for a minute. You don't have to clean the sides.
You don't want to facial you're doing your intended path.
The reason why I have it on top of the tabletop is because of the hood. Because when we first started using this, any grease would go up to the ceiling, but now it's going through the hood. So we don't have the same problems we have with that. So what you want to do is just put the water around. Again, right now that fried rice is probably super hot anyway.
Yeah.
So
I think it is.
it's actually a good time to do this before you eat.
True. Easy spot for a non-payer.
That's gotten a lot off right there, but you gotta clean the thing every time until you get done. It's called a grease trap for a reason. Okay, get some more water.
Really delicious.
Cool. Yeah, you're really just eyeballing it when you're cleaning it. You want to keep it on high still. And you can use this to kind of put against the edges. Because this is easier to clean up, and then you clean up the tabletop afterwards. It's really not that big of a mess. Trust me, I was cleaning it. The first few times I used it, I cleaned it and cleaned it and cleaned it and cleaned it. And then I used it the next day, so it's like, we'll probably do some sliders on here too. I'm also going to do some videos for the basic cooking, maybe like grits, because apparently no one knows how to make grits anymore. Super easy, super simple, super fast. Everybody wants to put the nasty stuff like maple syrup and stuff. That's not what this is for. My ingredient, you guess it, butter. Butter, garlic, and cheese. Okay, so this is still a little gritty over here. So what I'm going to do, take a rag, scoot it over here. Now I just use the rag as I'm doing the first part of it. Once it gets super clean, that's when I go with the paper towels. It's already starting to look really good. This is technically somewhat acceptable now. I don't know when I'm going to use this. I might use it tomorrow, I might use it next week, I don't know. So, okay. Let that heat up a little bit. Again, using that. So the important thing about the griddle is, once you use it again, you just want to take that top layer of grease off, and then it will be perfectly sanitary, because it will get heated up. Okay. So this is also cleaning, not just cleaning the sides here, I'm cleaning the closet gutter. I know what it's actually called.
What?
Oh, I'm talking to the. So. You could argue this is clean now, because look at that seasoning. That's nice and seasoned still. Now I can use some stuff right here. It's called non-caustic high temp cleaner, but I only do that maybe every couple months and then reseason it. Because one thing about having a grill like this is, to me, the seasoning helps with the flavor. Okay, so that's looking good. So I'm going to turn it off, or turn the temperature off. It actually stays on all the time. Okay, get the sides here. Okay, once it cools down, all I have to do is move it back to where it was at. Okay.
I don't think I need to make dinners as we're eating.
Yeah. Alright. You can make it for lunch tomorrow. Okay, now that it's off, use just a little bit more water. Don't even have to be much. Okay. Aren't I slick, right? And just do this real quick. And this paper gets really hot, so you gotta do it real quick. Okay. Woo! That's okay. No, stop. Get away. Oh man, it was a little bit hotter. I thought it cooled down a little bit longer than it did. Alright. Okay, so it's all gravy now. So what I'm going to do, we'll put a little bit of canola, well, we'll do olive oil this time. Again, it doesn't matter because this is going to come off later on anyway. Whole point is to make sure the griddle keep from rusting. Okay, if you saw me in the beginning of the video, I took off that layer. So that's it. Now it's time for me to eat. It's probably time to cool down. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, share, and subscribe.